You know what's been on my mind lately? Tony Slattery's, incredible journey in comedy.
Oh, absolutely. He's such an intriguing figure. What aspect are you thinking about specifically?
Well, I was rewatching some old episodes of Whose Line Is It Anyway? And I was just blown away by his improvisational skills.
Yeah.
I mean, he could take the simplest prompt and turn it into comedy gold. It's like he was born to be on that stage.
Totally agree. And it's not just about being funny, it's about thinking on your feet. He had this sharp wit that was, almost unparalleled in that era.
Exactly. And it's not just his performance. Did you know he studied medieval and modern languages at Cambridge?
Really?
Yeah, he was part of the Footlights Club.
Wait, the same Footlights that produced folks like Stephen Fry and Emma Thompson?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Right? It's no wonder he had such a way with words. He wasn't just making people laugh. He was weaving clever wordplay and intellectual humor into his acts.
It's fascinating how his academic background influenced his comedy.
Exactly.
But, I always felt like his humor had this underlying depth to it.
Oh, for sure. And speaking of depth, his openness about his struggles with bipolar disorder and addiction was really ahead of its time.
Yeah,
He wasn't afraid to share his vulnerabilities.
that's true. In an era when mental health wasn't openly discussed, he brought it to the forefront. Do you think that impacted how audiences perceived him?
I think it added layers to his performances.
Right.
His comedy wasn't just surface-level jokes. It was infused with personal experiences that made it more relatable. But, some critics felt his later work became too dark.
Well, comedy often reflects personal pains, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Maybe that darkness was his way of coping and connecting.
that's a good point. It's like he turned his struggles into a bridge between himself and the audience.
Exactly. And didn't he participate in a documentary about his life and struggles?
Oh,
It
right.
was quite eye-opening.
Yes. It gave such a raw insight into his life.
Mm-hmm.
It was both heartbreaking and inspiring.
Definitely. Seeing someone so open about their journey helps destigmatize mental health issues.
Absolutely. It's a powerful statement when public figures share their stories.
It's interesting how his legacy isn't just about making people laugh, but also about breaking down stigmas. That's a
Exactly.
meaningful impact.
Do you think entertainers today are following in his footsteps in that regard?
I think so.
Yeah.
More and more comedians are incorporating personal struggles into their work. It creates a deeper connection with the audience.
Like when Hannah Gadsby did Nanette, it was groundbreaking.
Exactly.
She blended humor with personal narrative, much like Slattery did.
Right. It's like the evolution of comedy, where vulnerability and honesty are just as important as the punchlines.
That's what makes it resonate on a deeper level. But, do you ever feel that sometimes the line between comedy and therapy gets blurred?
That's an interesting thought. It can, but maybe that's not a bad thing.
True.
If it helps people heal or feel connected, then it's serving a greater purpose.
I suppose you're right. And in Tony Slattery's case, his openness likely helped others feel less alone.
Exactly. His courage to share made a difference.
It's a shame he didn't gain more international recognition.
I agree, but maybe he preferred it that way. Sometimes, staying out of the massive spotlight allows for more creative freedom.
That's a fair point. Fame can be a double-edged sword.
Indeed. So what's your favorite Tony Slattery moment?
Oh, that's tough. I think his musical improvisations on Whose Line Is It Anyway were brilliant. He could
Oh,
turn
yeah.
any topic into a hilarious song.
Exactly. And his chemistry with the other performers was just spot on. It's like they shared a collective mind.
Totally. They bounced off each other so well. It was comedic magic.
Talking about all this makes me want to revisit those episodes.
Same here. Maybe we should host a watch party.
That's a great
Invite
idea.
some friends and enjoy some classic comedy.
Sounds like a plan. So, wrapping up, Tony Slattery's impact on comedy is undeniable.
Absolutely.
His brilliance, his struggles, and his openness have left a lasting legacy.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Here's to Tony Slattery, a true icon of comedy.
Cheers to that. And to our listeners, if you haven't explored his work yet, we highly recommend it. You won't be
Yes.
disappointed.
Until next time, take care and keep laughing.